What's going on, everybody? It's Chris Classic dropping a new video today. Before I go on, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also to subscribe to the C3 Wrestling channel, and you can also add me on Facebook as Chris Classic Williams. Usually after WrestleMania, they do their WrestleMania cleaning. They call it budget cuts, because it kind of is a budget cut, but they just get rid of a lot of the wrestlers. This list was interesting today. We got Peyton Royce, Billy Kay, Chelsea Green, Mickie James, Kalisto, Tucker, Bo Dallas, Wesley Blake, and Samoa Joe. Y'all got rid of Samoa Joe. Y'all released Samoan Joseph. Y'all did that to Samoa Joe. Wow. Now this is the more shocking one to me because of his position in the company. I can only assume why they released him. I don't know if he still had an injury. I don't know if it was because he was injury prone or they just felt he wasn't that good as a commentator. I thought he did good as a wrestler and a commentator. And this guy commentated at WrestleMania. And then a few days later he's released. And it's like, wow. And me, I'm a Samoa Joe fan. Like, I loved watching him in TNA. That was the first time I seen it. This is when he had the undefeated streak. And then when I learned about the independents, I seen him at ROH against Kenta Kobashi and Japan against Masawa. I've seen like a lot of his stuff, and I love his work. And when he got signed by WWE, I was like, man, they're going to skyrocket him to the top. Unfortunately, it was a lot of injuries, and I don't know, I'm not behind the scenes about everything like that, but Samoa Joe is the biggest shock to me. I know a lot of people were shocked that Peyton Royce was released. I could kind of see why people were shocked Billy Kay got released. I can kind of see why. And when I'm saying it, I'm not saying like, oh, I don't care about their well-being, because being let go from the #1 wrestling company, I know that hurts. And but the good thing about wrestling is that there are other companies and there are other independents. I don't want to go on here and try to say this person should go to this or this person should go to that. But I do wish them the best of luck. I do. They could make a name for themselves, obviously, at other companies, and maybe WWE will bring them back, or maybe it was just a chapter that they're closing and they can go to AEW Impact. They can go anywhere. But I would say Samoa Joe. Kalisto is another one that shocked me. It wasn't that long ago he debuted on Raw, and the crowd went crazy, and a lot of people were hyping him up to be the next Rey Mysterio, and then they just stopped. And this was before Rey Mysterio came back, and then now not only is Rey Mysterio back, his son is wrestling too, and I don't think House Party caught on. And like I said, I know he's gonna get picked up. I will say this: if he goes against Rey Fenix, that man, they will tear the house down. That was a shocker to me because we were really, many people were banking on him to be the next top luchador in pro wrestling. So, going off these releases, like I said previously, this is something that you can move on from, and you could go to another company, or maybe they'll come back. I know it seems like I'm rambling, but these are very serious. You have a lot of wrestlers that go through things when they get released from companies, because you don't know when your next booking is going to come. You don't know when the money is going to come. This is how people provide it. So, just take a break if you can, reflect, and see what you're going to do. These happen every year. Sometimes they happen every 6 months. They do this. And then, unfortunately, when COVID hit, they really let go of a lot of people. So, with WrestleMania being over and everything like that, they do release people. I do think they get a WrestleMania check or whatever like that, but you get released. And I'm sure many of them didn't see it coming, just to get a call, hey, sorry, we're released, blah 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 blah. So yeah, these kind of things happen in WWE and other companies too, more so with WWE because they let go a lot of people at one time. Speaking of other companies, I also wanted to speak on the Ivelisse situation in AEW. She left, or they let her go. I don't know. Apparently she was saying that they didn't like that she stuck up for herself, and you know, she kind of took a couple jabs at Thunder Rosa. Then she was saying like, basically they don't give the women a fair shake. Now I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this now. I'm not disrespecting AEW, but I have criticized them before. I do disagree with Ivelisse. I think that a lot of the women have an opportunity to showcase what they can do. If it's not on Dynamite, then it's on AEW Dark or AEW Dark Elevation. The thing is, it's no big progress between the men or the women. And that's no offense to the workers involved. I don't know if they have producers or not, but those matches are not that good. Some of them are. Like, I watch to support some of my friends, but it's like, man, these people have so many potentials. And I've seen a lot of guys and gals who are veterans in this company, hint, hint, they've had matches and they were like throwing people around twice the size. There's no theory, there's no storytelling. You know, no offense to Ivelisse, but she's been a part of the matches that I just groaned because this doesn't make sense. Like, I felt that she bullied a lot of the wrestlers storyline wise. I'm not saying she's a bully personally, but I'm just saying the matches didn't look that well because she was going against smaller guys. And I understand, smaller women, I'm sorry. And I know that people do MMA and they do a whole bunch of things. And like I said, I don't know if they're told that or not, but it made her look strong a lot. And her tag partner, Diamante. So, I from the outside looking in, I cannot say that the women didn't get a fair shake or whatever like that. You know, you try to push people, and sometimes people have to stay or whatever like that. But like I said, and then even then, you probably had heel heat because of the match you had with Thunder Rosa when you just sat there. If it was me, I would never book you again personally. Regardless of what beef y'all have, regardless if y'all fought before y'all even came out, you have to remember the objective. You have to be professional wrestler. You wrestle, then if y'all mad or whatever after the match, then y'all talk about it, or y'all air it out or whatever like that. But what you don't do is you don't go on TV live or YouTube and then just make a fool out of yourself and out of the business. That's just my personal opinion. She'll be booked somewhere. She'll be booked other places. You know, I'm not going to go into people saying that she has an attitude, known to have an attitude, known to be a bully. I'm not going into that because I'm not in the locker rooms or not. I'm just going off of what I see in AEW. I wish her the best. I believe, to my knowledge, unless it's other people, this is the second person that has left the company since AEW's inception. Other ones, they probably didn't promote it. I don't know. Like I said, with these releases, there are many opportunities. You can change your character. You might have not liked how WWE or AEW utilized you. You can always change and make a name for you. So you have so many wrestlers that left, made a name for themselves, either came back or did their own wrestling company or made a face at other wrestling companies. I mean, Christian Cage is a great example of the Christian. Christian is like the set bar on how you can leave WWE and then you could be at the top of another company, work on your craft, and then come back. You know, he'll probably do it in AEW, but there's other wrestlers too that come to mind that left, made a name for themselves, made a lot of money for themselves, and they either came back or they're just their own big star. I mean, Matt Hardy's a great example as well with the broken gimmick and Impact. You know, he wound up being more popular than Jeff. I don't think a lot of people saw that coming with the delete and everything like that. So people ate it up. So just trying to encourage the guys and gals that got released. You know, it's not the end. Work hard. You can rebrand yourself. Now you don't have someone telling you what to do and what to say. We'll see you soon, man. This is nothing to worry about. There's a lot of money to be made. But I just wanted to say my thoughts about the people got released and even the Ivelisse situation. This is Chris Classic. Let's take it home.